So today I'm gonna talk about finances. Recently, I've read one interesting article on a Substack that made me reflect on my financial journey, and here it is. I've always been bad with money. Coming from not so wealthy family, my parents didn't teach me how to save up, how to invest, how to spend smart. I had to learn from the internet. I didn't go to financial gurus or I didn't buy books about investment. What I have started with is self-help books and manifestation techniques. So in my head, I thought that I need to act rich to manifest this rich energy, to manifest wealth into my life. Acting rich for me was just to spend without having second thought, without being cheap. Spend easily, money come, money go. I used to spend all that I have. Doesn't matter if I earned a lot or little. I had different periods in my life, and all of those periods ended up with me living check to check. I would spend everything. And to me, frugal was being cheap, was like poor people energy. So for a really long time, this was my money mentality. Of course, back in there, I didn't realize that all of this, all of my behavior, it was trauma response for my poor childhood. My parents had to live a very frugal lifestyle, and I hated this. I despised that my parents had to always nickel and dime. So as soon as I had my own money, I just gave it all away and really fast. And I expected that to make me happy. I was buying a lot of clothes, a lot of unnecessary stuff, going to fancy places, buying things out of my budget, and nothing worked. It didn't manifest my wealth and it didn't make me happy. But I still kept thinking, okay, I need better stuff, I need better vacation, I need big apartment, I need better clothes, I just need more and more and more. I just had hope that at some point it will make me feel right. Of course, I've heard many times that money won't make you happy, materialistic things won't fulfill you. But I thought this is the excuse for people with no money. They say that because they don't know how it is to be rich. But yeah, I just continued to be obsessed with becoming rich. I also have to mention that I was surrounded by people whose measurement of success was how much you own. And it's exhausting. It can mess up with your head a lot. So watch out who you surround yourself with. But this is completely different conversation. So every new year, I started to write the list of my desired possessions, something that I had to buy this year because that would make me definitely happy. And surprise, surprise, it never did. So every time after purchase, I've got a post-purchase clarity, which means after you buy something, you realize how much you don't care about it. I'm sure we all had this. And after another expensive purchase, I've got post-purchase clarity, and I came to a realization that, okay, maybe there is nothing that I can buy that would make me happy. So eventually, thank you to my husband, I understood the stupidity of my vision and approach to money. And we went to a financial consultant, helped me to build a saving plan and to budget my money and taught me how to be with my money. But in the beginning, it took me a lot of time to adjust to a new way of spending, which means not spend everything at once. What helped me to adjust? And now I'm gonna quote the Substack article that inspired this video, and obviously I'm going to link the article itself. You don't need another aesthetic. You need a stronger values. Stronger values make you spend more mindfully because they shift the axis of desire. When you know what you worship, what you actually stand for, and who you want to become, everything gets tested against that vision. Values act like a sieve that filter out the empty cravings that come from comparison, and they let through only the things that genuinely serve your spirit. Without values, desires lead you astray by following ads and algorithms and the envy of friends, a state commonly known as being distracted. So the answer is values. I just needed to get my values right. There is one book, it's called The One-Page Financial Plan. In this book, suggests that you only need a plan that fits in on one page, and that plan shows your values. Every time you desire something, you just need to check it with your one-page plan. For example, if my goal is to travel every month somewhere, do I need to rent big, expensive apartment if I barely gonna spend time there? I wrote down everything I really want and what I'm ready to sacrifice my time and energy for, and none of those things were materialistic items. And I'm a fashion girl. I love clothes. What I really crave is development. I want new knowledge, new experience, new skills. I just want to become better in every role, on every level. I want to be smarter, I want to be stronger, I want to be healthier, wealthier, better mom, better wife, better friend, better daughter. Just to be better at everything that I do. Every year, I just want to look back at my videos, my posts, my journals, and just see how much I've grown. You know this feeling when you look back and think, oh my God, I was so stupid. Not because you were stupid, it's just because you are so much smarter now, or so much developed in a lot of senses. So I want this feeling every year. And writing this one-page plan, I just realized that I want this. I want development, I want self-growth, and this is not even that expensive. It's not always expensive. Of course, there are a lot of expensive experiences and studies, but there are a lot of almost free ones or cheap ones. Basically, understanding my values and what I really want helped me to solve my spending problems. As I mentioned though, I am a fashion girl. I love clothes. Looking nice is really important for me. This is my self-expression, my creative outlet. And I wanted to share one concept that I found for myself recently. It's called Frugally chic. This concept is not new, but the name for this is... I'm going to link the girl who came up with this name, Frugally chic, and she talks a lot about this. Basically, being frugally chic is looking good, but buying less, buying better, buying in sales, buying off seasons. And from September, I already talked about this in my previous videos. I'm going through the challenge that I'm not buying anything till the end of this year, and already now I don't understand why I needed to buy stuff every month. I was buying clothes literally every month. I'm surprised of how much I have and how less I need. Summarizing everything I've just said, you just need to set your values, and also spending money is not a rich person energy. I hope you know that, and it's just me being silly like this. Anyway, that was it for today. Thank you for watching. Share your thoughts and experiences, and see you next time. Bye.